Oh, oh. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', my people? What's poppin'? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, y'all, I just started drinking some water. I tried this out. It's called, I don't know. It's froze though. I've left it in the freezer, but this is sparkling natural mineral water. If you ever heard about it, it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty good. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? Today we're gonna talk about it. Today we're gonna talk about it. I got a video dropping tomorrow. What's poppin'? Black Eye. What's poppin'? FU Sung. What's poppin'? Fu Sung. My bad. Peace, my brother. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's up, Stephanie? Wait till my people get in here. We live today. Hope y'all enjoy y'all first of the month, bro. It's crazy. This year went by fast as hell. But first of the month, in my life, I feel like you have to change that energy. Go from October, first of the month, start from scratch. If you write in your journal, hey, start from scratch. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? First of the month is very important, man. What's poppin', Bronze? What's poppin'? Especially with everything going on in the world today, man, we gotta lock in. But I want to talk about something today, man. I want to talk about how, because I saw a video on Instagram. It was a dude, I forgot who he was, but he was talking about how it's mostly black people on food stamps, talking about, black women are buying weed, black women are, I just heard him talking about that. And I look online, I look on TikTok, it's mostly Caucasian people crying over getting SNAP and stuff. See, they love to put us in a light where we look a certain way. You can look at it in the movies, you can look at it through history, everything. They want black people they want black people to be the face of everything that's negative in this country. Everything that's negative, they want black people to be the face of it. But when it's positive, things going good, they want to be the face of it. You know? What's popping? Please keep on educating. Oh, it's a must. It's a must. Fu Sung, it's a must. I appreciate you too. I thought somebody was sitting behind you. Oh no, that's me. It is a mirror. I think when I bought this place, because it was built in like the 1920s. So at first it was a refugee for Italians, and then they changed it to a high school, and then, you know, to condos and stuff. But I love living in places, like if you go back to my videos when I was in New Orleans this summer, I was in, you know, the French Quarters. I love living places that's been up for a long time. I don't love these new places, these luxury. I don't love that shit. I love places that's been together, that's been, you know, built from the 1920s, 1930s. I don't like luxury, nothing, bro. To me, that shit is soulless. It's soulless. Look, I need some stairs that's missing a little paint, you know? So when I redo my place, you know, I paint it. I don't mind painting it, but I need that. I need that for character. I need that. I don't need no luxury. I don't need the luxury stuff. Like, that's not my personality, you know? It looks cool there. I appreciate you. But yeah, like I say, I saw on Instagram dudes saying, oh, black women buying weave with food stamps. I'm like, wait. These people love to make us the face of everything. Like they just do everything right. Like they do everything right. They can do no wrong. So I'm saying, if you subscribe to my channel, like I say, I want to evolve with my content. Of course, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the world, but I also want to give solutions and stuff. So if you involve in my content, you watch my channel, and you create content, you an artist, whatever, it's up to us to show our people in a positive light. Because they're gonna show everything negative about us. The black man this, the black woman this. But if you do your research, the black man is the main ones taking care of their kids out of all the races. But what you see on TikTok, what you see on the news, the black man this, come on, bro. It's all propaganda, dog. Yes, historic. Hurting big time, but we use, hold on. Throwback house is the best house, facts. You have nice skin, what you use on your skin. Shit, I just washed my face, dog. Sylvia, appreciate that, appreciate that. But yeah, they want black people to be the face of everything that's negative. So I believe it's up to us, even content creators, even, whatever type of art you do, is to, show us in a positive light also. Don't just show the negative side all the time, because every race has its negative side. But in America, they love showing our negative side more than they show the positivity, more than they show black love. They want to show you black dysfunction. Like, I used to watch Power. I used to watch all that stuff when it first came out. But then the older I got, bro, I'm like, man, you know what? I get it, bro, but that storyline getting old, bro. Who wants to keep talking about dope boys, drug dealers? Like, who keeps wanting to talk about that shit? It's about to be 2026. Why are we still creating the same type of movies, the same type of content? We have to evolve, bro. And I know the money come fast when you create content that's toxic for black people. I know the money come fast, but it ain't worth it, man. That's what a lot of content makers do to their own. Yeah, bro. Like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. You still in the truck? Nah, I'm not in the truck. It's crazy, man, but it's up to us. Yeah, like, it's up to us to show the other side of our people. Because these people create all type of romance movies, and they just all these movies, but when you look at our movies, it's mostly, chaos. And I'm not saying you can't put chaos in your art, because that's part of art, but don't just make that don't just be one dimensional. Don't just be one dimensional when you're doing stuff. Because they already love to place us in a box. They already love to put us in a certain box, a certain genre. Oh, you can only do. That's why you think like 50 Cent, like they go put him in that gangster stuff box. Them the only type of movies he can make. And I know it's cool, but at a certain point, as you evolve as a person, you like, damn, bro, like we need something else. You feel me? Well, that's because we are, as a people, God's people. Yes, it's a good look, sweethearts, because they want to be you. You are these people. That's facts. We are only us our best. Exactly. Exactly. It's about character. That's it. It's not even cool. Yeah, man. Like, even with my content on YouTube, even though, I can make certain type of videos, get money and stuff like that, I also want to keep evolving with my content. Keep evolving with my content. And sometimes it's going to come with you taking a risk, but it is what it is. You got to keep evolving, man. Keep evolving. And when you keep evolving, when you keep evolving for yourself, you feel better. You sleep better, because you know that you not doing what the algorithm wants you to do 24/7. You not being a robot 24/7. You actually, combining everything in. And that's the best feeling, bro, because you want to be able to look yourself in the mirror. You want to be able to get on camera and not have to wear shades to hide your eyes, because they tell you everything's in the eyes. You want to be able to look at your phone without having shades on. I'm telling you. Why you think a lot of musicians, they always went like, ain't nothing wrong wearing shades either, but I'm talking about 24/7, inside, outside, at nighttime, because you can't see their eyes. It's gonna contradict what they saying. It's gonna contradict their words, because their eyes gonna say, oh no, you don't believe that. You just talking out your ass. You don't believe what you talking about. Right on to the other side. We are the source, facts. That's why you are here. You are raising awareness. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. You have to keep evolving, bro. And it's the best feeling when you evolving online, and it's the best feeling when you evolving in real life. And I found out the starting point for evolving is creating that foundation and being productive. I talked about this last time. Being productive in your life. I understand your job. I understand your family. But when you become productive in your own life, bruh, that's the foundation of evolving. That's the foundation, you know? And I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm about to be 36 in a few months. I'm getting older, and I'm starting to understand things piece by piece by piece. You have to first build your foundation. And the stronger your foundation is, everything else falls in line. Everything else falls in line. So online and outside of YouTube, outside of TikTok, outside of Facebook, to my content creators, you know, it's up to you. And this is what I'm learning. It's up to you to create the content that you want to create, but also realize it's not about you. It's about the people, for the most part. So you have to figure out a way how to tie all that shit in. You have to figure that way how to tie all that shit in, bro. And like I say, this what I'm learning. That's right, we all have the same calling. It's time for us to evolve. That's it, man. That's why you are here. You are raising. Oh yeah, I read that. Appreciate that. What you think about the China said about war? What they said? What they said? I ain't gonna lie, Frank, the last few days, bro, like this is what I like to do. Beginning of my months, I go hard. On YouTube, beginning of my months, I go hard. So like tomorrow, I got a video dropping. Monday, video dropping. Beginning of the months, I go hard. So around, I'm gonna say the 25th, 26th of every month, I start doing lives more. I start going outside more, doing street photography. So for the last few days, I've been doing street photography. I just been walking the streets, bro. I barely been watching the news. Because that's the way for me to keep my sanity, you know? But the first of the month to like the 25th, I go hard. I go hard. So tomorrow, we got a vid. Look, see, when I drop my videos, I be proud of myself, bro, because the research I do and the shit I be calling out, people forget about. So the video I'm dropping tomorrow, I'm telling you, people forgot about it, but I'm going to connect the dots for y'all and see how these people play in our faces. And people just celebrating Halloween like nothing going on. How, and I'm not judging nobody. I'm not talking down to nobody. But how you out here celebrating Halloween and the world is changing? The world is changing around us. These people laying off people at UPS on purpose and telling you they gonna replace you with robots. I made a video about this a few months ago, warning truck drivers, warning people at Amazon. I'm like, damn. And I'm not, like I say, I don't judge nobody. I don't look down on nobody, nothing. But I'm like, damn. Because New York has a Halloween parade. You know, and I just noticed that, and I was looking on social media. I'm like, damn, all this shit going on in the world. And I'm not saying people to worry, but I'm like, the world is changing. These people are planning out faces, and they expect you to just go celebrate Halloween and just move on with life while they keep putting belt to ass every week. Belt, we taking away SNAP, belt to ass. So I feel like, bro, I'm telling you, this is what I feel like. I feel like they don't respect us because nobody is fighting back with what they doing. Nobody, like, and I'm not saying like Christmas, Thanksgiving coming up. Cool, spend time with your family. That's important. But I say don't go broke for these companies, bro. Your year done went good. You done racked up. Man, look, don't make these companies rich, bro. Don't make them richer. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care. 25 days a month on their next. Oh yeah, that's, bro, I'm telling you, I go 25 days. I go hard. So tomorrow, look at my face. Tomorrow, I'm going hard, dog. 25 days straight, I go hard. And then after that, I start outside. I'm doing more lives. I'm shooting ball, you know. I'm going live, shooting ball, stuff like that. But the first days of the month, man, in Louisiana, they're talking about able-bodied people who receive SNAP won't be able to get SNAP. Those people work at least 20 hours. Yeah. Bro, people in Louisiana, look, bro, I moved to Louisiana I moved back home for like a few months. This was back in 2023. Still driving trucks. So I'm, you know, filling out applications and stuff. Bro, they told me they wanted me to work 6 days a week. I'm not lying. It was in New Orleans. I forgot what part, but it was in New Orleans. They wanted me to work 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. 12 hours. They wanted me to work, I'm talking about half a day. And the money there, I'm like, this don't make sense. What y'all trying to pay me, this not adding up. You want half of my day, 6 days a week. And now you just heard they saying, they playing with people's money. They playing with whatever, you know. They playing with the people. See, people talk about people from Louisiana don't work, bro. People from Louisiana work hard, bro. They work hard, bro. It's just that people not tired of working. They tired of not getting paid for their work. And the younger the generation is, they starting to see what's going on. These people want you to sacrifice your time to pay you pennies. Like straight disrespect, bro. Most of these jobs in New Orleans, unless you work 12 hours, you're not. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I was down there this summer. I'm like, oh no, I can't take this shit. Like, I'm gonna be going, if I stay in New Orleans, I'm gonna be going to war with the cops. I'm going to war with nobody because you know how they like to play. But I said, if I stay down there, it's gonna be up, bro, because I see through the bullshit. I see what they do to people. They want you to work 10, 12-hour shifts, 6, 7 days a week, and still stressing about your bills. So while Jeff Landry out here talking about some goddamn LSU next football coach, I'm like, dude, bro, that's why I tell y'all, you have to have some type of hobby or something, bro, because in this country, you will drive yourself crazy just trying to think about what are these people thinking, bro. You wonder why is poverty going on? It's because you're closing down schools. You're not giving this school money because they in the black community, but you're giving this school money. That's where all this shit start from. So by you not paying this parent, these parents, they got to go to work more. So when they at work more, their kids at home by themselves. It all makes sense. But you have no problem giving private schools money. It's crazy, bro. So that's why I say on my channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable because it all starts from them. It all starts from them. All of it. Whatever you see going on today started with them. They did it on purpose and it started with them. So that's why on my channel, I start with them. I ain't scared. I start with them. It is what it is. You can invest though. That's true. That's true. And look, that's another thing. That's another thing. In life, when you come across a lick, when you start making some good money, man, look, first thing you do is invest in something. Invest in something. So if that money goes away, guess what you did? You invested in something. And me, I don't do the stocks. I don't do the big. I don't do none of that. When I say invest, for myself, it's like invest in a home. It's other things. But do what you do. Invest in something. When you come across a lick, when you start making money, invest in something. Exactly. Invest in property. Facts. And man came together as a one. Got a 1-bedroom. Be smart. Invest. Business. Facts, man. Facts. That's the best thing. Even when it comes to art, bro, like I got a photography book I'm gonna show y'all later on this month that I got, but I'm gonna republish it because I put it with a company. It was my first time doing it. I put it with a company. They don't really give a damn about the artist. They just want money. So I'm gonna take that book out and republish it myself. But even with your art, bro, that's why I say take your art serious, especially to my people. Take your art serious because America don't want to. That's why they're taking away the museums. That's why they're taking away the black museums, our history. They don't want their truth to come out. So it's up to us to keep that truth alive. So that's why on my channel, I'm going to always bring up their history. Always. It's never going to stop. In my photography, I'm going to always bring up our people. It's never going to stop. See, they want to move on from what they did to our ancestors. Our ancestors had to fight. They locked all type of stuff. They want to move on from that. But ain't no moving on because that's how this country was built. Yale, Harvard, the White House. Think about that. The White House. And our ancestors built that. But they want to move on like they ain't do anything. No, we don't need your museums. We already saw everything. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take the museums. That's why help Trump support your local billionaires. They need our help. And stay handsome, young man. You are chosen. I appreciate you. And he's still doing it. But they still doing it, but want to erase it. Oh yeah, they want to erase it. Or they trying to. And that's why I say our content is so important, man. That history of our people is so important because they want to move away from it like they didn't do anything. Everything they're talking about with the black community today is because of what they did. If they would have never put crack cocaine in our community and took away the jobs, it wouldn't be none of this shit. But all they do is steal, kill, and destroy. That's all they do. Worldwide. Worldwide. Appreciate you too. Thank you. Appreciate you, Courtney. Appreciate you. But it's important. So like I say with my art, bro, I'm gonna make it my point to show our people in a great light. I'm gonna make it a point to have cause like I'm gonna be real. Like when Gordon Parks, all these photographers and the best photographers. That's why I say the camera don't matter. Your camera don't matter. These dudes had cameras from the 1930s, and they pictures still last today in 2025. Your camera don't matter. It's all about the vision. It's all about your eyes. That's it. So with Gordon Parks, the only one mistake I think they made, but I'm not gonna, fault them for that. The only mistake they really made was they wanted to be included with Life magazine. They wanted to be included with Vogue magazine. And like I said, I can't blame them because they was living in their time. So it's easy for me to say, oh, I do this, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm just saying, I can look back now and say, oh, they wanted to be included with Vogue magazine and Life magazine. I don't want that shit. I don't give a damn about none of them magazines. I know why they was doing what they was doing research on our people. I know why they was doing all that shit. They wanted to study the #1 drug lord in Harlem back in the 60s. They wanted to study him. You know why? So when other drug lord kingpins, whatever, come through in the future, they already know what they're gonna do. So they was really studying our people. But they was using certain photographers, you know, without. But you had some photographers who actually worked for the FBI, CIA. But you had some of them, they thought they was doing, in a way they was doing something great, but in another way, they was being used. So this how they get us. They know a lot of people have greed. You want more money, you want more fame. Once you sign them dotted lines, once you give your work, because I did my research on Gordon Parks, because like I said, that's my favorite photographer ever. That's my favorite photographer. I did my research. He didn't own none of his prints until he made the movie Shaft. If you remember the movie Shaft, put an 8 in the chat. If you was a teenager, if you was just born when that movie came out, Gordon Parks directed, and I think he wrote and directed the movie Shaft. And the movie was based on him because he had a home in Manhattan. He had an apartment in Manhattan, and he was, you know, he was just doing his thing. One thing he wasn't afraid of, he wasn't afraid to talk to Caucasian people. Like, he didn't bow his head down. He didn't kiss ass. He didn't do none of that. He didn't do none of that. So the movie Shaft was based after Gordon Parks. A lot of people don't even know that. So when he did that movie Shaft, that's when you saw the Black Panthers start wearing the leather jackets. Now you're seeing black people fighting back against the police. Now you're seeing black people forming their own groups against the police, against the government. Gordon Parks, he went for photography, then he started doing film. That movie Shaft, if you was born around that time, hold on. If you was born around that time, you know that movie Shaft changed everything, bro. Black people started walking up. We been, you know, but for the most part, with their head up high, with their head held up high. They wasn't talking like massa, no. They was talking with authority. They was talking when that movie came out. So he didn't start making money from photography and stuff like that until he started making movies. Then he started making money from that movie, the pictures, the still shots. The CIA, the government, they own all his pictures up to when he was about 50, 60 years old. That's the crazy part. See, I can sit back and say, oh, okay, that was the only issue, but I can't judge him because he was living in that time. So I can't say what I would do. But he was living in that time. But they owned all his stuff. Like, owned it. They owned his negative. They owned all his pictures. Up to about his 50s and 60s. I'm like, damn. So that's the only difference from in this generation now. To my black artists, it's time for you. Don't let your whole mission in life be to shoot for Vogue, to shoot Victoria's Secret, to do these things for these companies, because at the end of the day, what they did to Gordon Parks, when he made those movies, when he made Shaft, Superfly, when he made those movies, guess what they did? When they made all their money off of him, they moved on and they left him. And that shit really messed with him because he had Hollywood on lock. But they moved on and they left him behind. And it really, nobody didn't want to talk to him about movies or nothing. And I said, damn, make your own movie. But like I say, I can't tell him he was living in his day and age. I can say that by looking back. But ain't no telling what I would have did if I was living back then, you know? But now it's time for us to own our shit. Yeah, you might not make the millions and you might not make the billions and all that shit, but that don't even matter. Just being an owner, just owning everything that you work for, that's the best feeling. That's the best feeling. Being able to do any project you want to do. That's the best feeling. So we don't need these. See, look, they want you to need them in America. They want you to need them for food stamps. So I say, you know what? Let's stop crying over that shit then. Because they trying to have control over us. They want us to cry over food snaps. They want us to cry over that shit. I say, you know what? Fuck them. Let's start giving each other food. Let's start, yeah, shit like that. And that's where the black church come in. Where they at? I haven't seen no pastors, T.D. Jakes. I went on his Instagram page. He don't have nothing saying that he about to feed the people. It's nothing. It's nothing, bruh. Let me read y'all comments. My bad. I'm snapping. I was born at that time, but I know the movie. Yeah, Shaft changed everything. Here are your flowers. Hey man, shout out to you, Speak Mind. Shout out to you. Why did they own it? Did he work for them? Yeah, like he was doing certain projects for them, but he didn't see what they was doing behind the scenes. The projects they was sending him on was for them to do research on poor people, was for them to do research on people in poverty or people in gangs to see how they act, so they can get data on you. So in the future, so in 2025, they already know your next move. They already know your next move. That was the government's, Life magazine. 9 times out of 10, we don't know who owned Life magazine. The government probably did, because like I say, I did my research, bro. Because I looked at the documentary, Half Past Autumn. I was like, wait, I was 27, Then I saw it again. I'm 34, 35. So I'm like, wait, Gordon Parks was being used, but this is the thing about life. The art that he left behind, bro, it inspired so many black people, man. It inspired so many because he did shit from the heart. He did shit from the heart. No matter how much money he was making, he still focused on our people, on the art, everything. So I'm saying this day and age, we don't need. I saw something on the internet. They talking about it's the first time that hip hop is not on Billboard. We don't need the approval of Caucasian people. You don't need to get some, because, okay, it's a few people saying, okay, if I get signed, let's say you a singer or something in 2025. It's black people now that think they not successful until they get signed by a record label. They not somebody until a Caucasian person tells them they're somebody. No, that's backwards. You already somebody. Like, you gotta know that from the jump. These people don't care about you. They're gonna use you up till they don't need you no more, then they gonna spit you out. And that's why you see people saying, oh, they fell off. This hip hop artist fell off. This painter fell off. Bruh, forget falling off. When you don't sign with these people, you never go fall off. See, they can use the media to manipulate you. They can raise you up here, and then they know how to bring you back down, make everybody hate you. They know how to bring you back down to make everybody hate you. So that's why I'm telling you, never sign no dotted lines to racist Caucasian people, bro. For these companies, you don't need them, bro. You don't need them. Yeah, it's going to be kind of harder and slower to build yourself up, but it's fun. It's fun to have the little doubts, like, damn, what if this don't work? But what if it do work? Shit crazy, man. Greeting from Cali. Hey, shout out to Cali, man. We better than they need us. Exactly. My homie got an art museum he built in ATL about our people. Oh shit. Let me send it to my DM, man. Ownership is freedom. Come on, bro. Ownership is freedom, dog. Ownership is freedom, bro. That money ain't even worth it. Ah, shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, we definitely can and have made billions. Exactly. Jamal Bryant is horrible, but he's giving out food. Okay. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. My church has been feeding. See, that's what I like to hear, bro. That's what I like to hear. Shout out to the churches that's really doing the work, bro. That's all I care about. Do the work. Do the work. Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. You taking people money. Y'all don't see me coming on the internet asking, hey, send money to my Cash App. I don't do that. I don't come to the internet. I earn my shit. I earn my shit. I don't mind earning my shit. But you got these pastors, they telling you, no, I need 2,000. I need 1,500. But where you at, though? All that money our people give, all that 10% our people give, where you at when they need you? Where you at when they need you? That's why you stick together. Facts. Man, I thought this was an artist live stream. I want to see brother drawing. Hey, who is that? No Worlds? Hey, start your own live stream, dog. After my live, you go live and start drawing. And that's what I did. I created a YouTube channel. When I wanted something, I said, you know what? This is the kind of content I want. Guess what I did? I started making content. So no words needed. Start making content, bro. Whatever you want to see, start making that shit. Don't depend on no other man to do what you want. Men don't do that shit. Men don't do that shit, dog. Do what you want. Do what you want to see. And they not even coming with fresh word that's valid. Yeah, bro. It's all this stuff. Anything to make you spend money. That's what they talking about. So they go feed your ego. That's all they gonna do is just feed your ego so you can keep spending money. You keep spending money. But where you at when the people need you? Where you at when the people need you? So I say, bro, in every fashion of life, you have to come up with a way to not depend on a certain company, especially for artists. No, in my spare time, I enjoy watching brothers build things. I wanted to see art. I got you, bro. I got you. No words needed. I got you. Prosperity nonsense. Yeah. It's crazy, man. So, like I say, in this country, why you think they only talked about Gordon Parks, his photography from a standpoint of, his photography work on poverty, on the poor, but they never talked about his fashion. See, they want to box you in. They want to box you in. They only want you to talk about certain stuff. They don't want you to talk about the stuff that's going to gain you wealth. They don't want you to do the things that's going to gain you wealth. They just want you to put you in a box like you just, nah. Gordon Parks did more than just the poverty stuff. He did fashion, and his fashion photography was better than all the Caucasian fashion photographers. But that's the reason why they're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about that part because his work was the best out of all of them. But they want them to influence the world with their fashion. I'm telling you. So when it comes to content, don't let people put you in a box, bro. Don't let people put you in. You have to keep evolving. Keep evolving. Learn how to tie everything together. When you evolve to the next stage, bring that with you. So right now, I've been doing photography since 2017. I'm back going hard with my photography. I'm taking the work I've been doing on YouTube, talking about what's going on. I'm taking that with my art. I'm bringing all that together. You have to keep evolving because if you don't evolve and you stay stuck, bro, that's the worst feeling in life. And you see, the older you get, the faster time goes. The older you get, the faster time goes. For some reason, it seems like your birthday just come around. As soon as you pass 30, your birthday just come. Your birthday just come fast as hell. The older you get, the faster time seems like it goes. If I'm lying, in the comment section, tell me I'm lying. Happy Saturday. What's poppin', Jack? What's poppin'? I'm stuck in a box. It's a glass case of emotion. Hey, you have to break out, bro. You have to break out. That's why I say sometimes in your life, as men, you have to stop having sex. You have to stop watching PORN. Because once you stop doing that for a certain amount of time, you wake back up. You get that energy back. Bro, I'm telling you, it's been women I met or whatever like that. They'll want to have, they want to have sex. And I'm like, look, right now, I am locked in. I am locked in. All I need you to do, if you go be in my life, I'm going to talk to you. Your support. Your support. I know you want sex, but I am locked in. I got something in my soul that's burning to be out in the world. I have to keep creating. I have to. And by me just, using your body, that's not fair to you. That's not fair to you. So I'm not going to do that. Now, when you young, you don't give a damn. But as you get older, you don't want to just be using people. Because that creates other problems. That creates other problems. So I feel, I don't know how it works for women, with the sex thing and stuff like that, because I'm not a woman, so I don't know how it works, but I know for men, the best thing you can do, bro, stop having sex for a certain amount of time, stop watching PORN, and really lock in, bro. If you feel stuck, those are the two things that will help you break out of the box. That will help you break out of the box, bro. It never fails, bro. It never fails. We all must keep it holy, bro. Facts. Fast is pray to put the flesh in order. I appreciate exactly, man. I'm telling you, abstinence keeps you focused. It do, man. It do. And like I say, it's not easy, but I'm telling you, it gets easier when you know your purpose in life, bro. It gets easier. Because it's gonna come a point in your life where your purpose start talking to you, bro. I'm talking about if you stay locked in these 2 months, you will benefit from it. Your purpose I don't know what voice it is. You could say it's God. You could say your ancestors. Whatever you believe in, because I don't judge nobody, bro. Because I believe they split things up to make us fight each other. I don't care what your ass believe in. We all got that voice. And you go hear it. You go hear it. And it's the only voice that you can hear. I really think, what people say, I heard God told me to take it. No, bro. I believe God talks to us individually in different ways. And you can hear that shit, bro. And right now in my life, I know if I go hard and take this photography serious, take my content serious, and really be locked in, really be genuine, like for real, and really put the work in and keep learning, I know where it can take me. So that's where I'm at. And I keep hearing that voice. So I believe that's the voice of God that everybody be talking about, bro. I believe that's the voice of God everybody be talking about. When it's telling you, nope, don't have sex. Nope, don't watch that. I know you want to. Don't do it right now. Keep that energy. I believe we all have different voices about different things now, because we all different. So we all hear, see things differently. As God, he created all those things spiritual. Yeah, God just talks. Exactly. So something told me, I'm gonna say about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, something told me, okay, I know things going good or whatever like that. But when things start to go good in your life, you start to get distracted. No, it's time to do the opposite now. It's time to lock in while things going good. Lock in while things going good. And bruh, I'm not gonna lie. Let me show you. I'm locked in. Before I did this live, look, I wasn't even gonna do a live at first. Like, look, I got my notes. While everybody's celebrating, out, and it's a pretty day, bro. Like, it's a pretty day. I have to stay locked in, bro, because I know the ideas that I have in my head, bro. It's hard for me. Sometimes, look, bro, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I don't want to go to sleep because the ideas, the things I can write down at night. I got a whole notebook for nighttime. Any idea I get, I write it down. I got a whole notebook just for things that I think about, ideas I think about at nighttime. I got a whole notebook for that. So lately, bro, I don't really want to go to sleep. I be like, when I get sleepy, bro, I start to get mad. I start to get mad, bro. Right, thinking, living, the Holy Spirit, be fruitful and multiply. That's it. So, listen to that voice. Damn, I'm turning red as hell laughing. Damn, I am a light-skinned nigga. What the fuck? You were destined for greatness. Hey, I appreciate you, man. But that's what I'm saying. We all got that voice that tells you what you should be doing. I don't care you working 2 jobs. You better find a way to make time for yourself. Don't be giving that goddamn job. Don't be giving them jobs all your time. Bruh, go to my videos after this live. Go to my videos from last year. I want y'all to watch, well, every year, really. I was in my truck. Go watch the videos I was doing in my truck. Sometimes I was pulling over, being late for a load on purpose because I heard a voice. It said, you know what? If you want what you want, hey, you got to get it. If you want a certain life, if you want freedom, you got to get it. And guess what caused me to do that? The job I was driving for, they started playing with my money. They started paying me late. But I told myself, I said, you know what? 2024, because 2023, I tell this story all the time. 2023, I was going through it. You know, my daughter, the situation. I was like, damn, bro, how did I get here? So in December, in 2023, it got to the point where I didn't care if I woke up or not, bro. I was like, if I die in my sleep, I die in my sleep. That's what I was telling myself. But then one morning I woke up. I said, you know what? Man, fuck that. Let me go back to trucking. And let me just work a whole year. No complaining. If they mess up my money, no complaining. I told them I don't want to go home. I called my mom. I called my whole family. I said, look, I'm not going to see y'all for probably about a year and a half or a year at minimum. I said, I'm not going to see y'all. I ain't say why. I said, you know, because I had to work. But in my mind, I'm like, look, as a man, I have to build my foundation before I start going to everybody else's house for the holidays. And no, I have to build my foundation. So go watch my videos from last year, bro. I was locked in, bro. They started playing my money. Guess what I did? I ain't complain. I said, you know what? These trucking companies, they don't talk to each other. They don't communicate. All they care about is money. I said, bet. Play my money, guess what? I'm not going to cry. As long as you pay me, I'm good, because I've been saving the whole year. I've been missing home. I've been saving the whole year. So I said, guess what? I'm going to start being late for loads on purpose, because I noticed they still got to take the load. So it don't matter. I'm not going home anyway. So it's whatever. If I'm late, I got to wait. Guess what? I can make a video. So it really works in my favor. So I started being late for loads because I'm pulling on the side of the road doing a video. I'm not just doing videos, bro. I'm taking notes the night before. After driving 12 hours, 11 hours, I'm taking notes, falling asleep, taking notes, bro. I'm telling you. So, made the image and likeness of God. Oh, good day, Instagram Rockstar, and the good. What's popping? So, to my people, you working 12-hour shifts, you working 2 jobs. When you have a certain calling, and people like to use a call, look, you gonna know your calling because it's gonna be a voice. It's somebody on my YouTube channel, and they've been commenting on my YouTube channel for a long time. All they say is pick up the phone, and that's a verse from the movie. I think it's The Wolf on Wall Street or something. But they said I never met this person, never saw a picture of them. They just every year they always tell me pick up the phone, and now they saying you picked up the phone. I picked it up, bro. I don't care how many hours you work on that job. It's up to you. If you have a certain calling, some people, they can just work for jobs their whole life, and I don't knock them. They comfortable, they happy seeing their family, that's them. But some people have a calling on their life, bro, and they just can't run from it. They can't run from it. So if you hear that call and you got a job you hate right now, you know what you gotta do? Give yourself a year. Go to work, don't complain. Work the overtime you can. Don't complain about nothing. The whole time, you planning your escape. Just like our ancestors. You planning your escape the whole time. So I say you hate your job right now. In December, tell yourself, you know what? I'm gonna work harder in 2026. So in 2027, I could be doing what I want to do. That's what I learned, bro. I learned that shit, bro. I told myself, I don't know what it was. I went from not wanting to wake up in 2023 to 2024, I was on beast mode. So while everybody calling me, all the truck drivers I talk to, man, they playing my money, bro. You got your check? I'm like, look, bro, I've been saving up. That check go come, they gotta pay me. It might come a week later, cool. But they don't know. Come November, I'm going to New York. Come November, I'm going to New York. So, pick up the phone, came from the Matrix. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. See, I didn't even know that. And that person always been telling me since like 2022, pick up the phone. And I love that comment every single time, bro. keep growing. Hey, appreciate you for that $1.99. Nisi, appreciate you for that. Hey, love you, man. Love you. I gotta tell my people the game, bro. I was overrolled, bro. Like, I said, you know what? In 2024, I'm not gonna complain. If they play with my check, it was some days I was mad. But then I said, okay, you save some money up. Because, bro, I was broke. You can go to my channel. I went to Chicago to do orientation. Had to borrow money from my brother. You know, to say that first check come in. Bruh. And after that first check, bruh, I started saving, bruh. And every day on my mind, in that truck, I'm watching videos of people walking through New York. I'm watching photography documentaries, walking through Harlem. And I'm saying, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna be there. And I'm not going to sign with no Vogue. I don't want to sign with no company. No, I'm going there for myself. I'm gonna get it out the mud. I'm telling you. So that way that'll change my whole life. That showed me it's really a mind thing. It's really mental. And if they can mess with your mental, they got you. But they can't really mess with our mental. It's always here, bro. It's always here. I'm telling you, I was at the point I didn't feel like waking up, bro. 2023, I was like, man, I can go to sleep. I don't care if I wake up. I don't care. But then one morning I woke up, I look in the mirror, I said, you know what? Let's fight back. I said that. I said, let's fight back. I went to Chicago, started working. Bro, tell you, 2024, I went hard, bro. Great teaching, young man. I appreciate you, FBA Queen. Thank you for that 20. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all the super chats, man. I really rock with y'all. I wouldn't go do a live today because, like I say, I'm in that zone, bro. And today, I ain't really feel like talking, you know. But I say, you know what? It's a Saturday. Let me go live. Exactly. And look, AJ, I'm not trying to get comfortable here because I feel like once you kick your feet up and think you made it somewhere, here come all the problems. But I feel like we should keep evolving. So now, it's time to evolve. It's time. Yeah, the mind and brain are separate. Exactly. They can put you in prison, but guess, I feel like, and I'm gonna say this, I ain't gonna say never, I'm not gonna, I haven't been to prison, haven't been to jail, none of that. But I feel like it's way more people that's free in jail and prison that's actually free in the free world. That's what I believe. Because I believe you can really be in prison with no chains on. You can be in prison out here, no jail time, not in physical prison. I believe it's more people in prison that's actually free. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that, bro. Because you can easily be, it's all in your mind. Prison really is somewhat physical, but for the most part, it's right here. It's right here. If your mind in prison, you fucked. And that's what they know. That's what they know. So that's why everything they do is all mental. It's all, that's why I told y'all over the summer, it's not where you live, it's how you live. When I learned that, moving to New York, I ain't gonna say it's a piece of cake to me, but I can learn to enjoy it. I can learn to enjoy it, also mostly work. But it's not where you live, it's how you live. I don't go off base what society says you should have. You should have this at 35. You should, no. If you go off that shit, you will always be stressed out. You will always be stressed out. So back to the art thing. They scared for us. That's why they want to show you just rap like the black on black killing type of rap. They don't want to show you the other stuff. They don't want to show you our real art. They don't push that. They don't push that. They gonna push you all the negative stuff. They gonna push you all the negative stuff. So as artists, it's up to us as black people to show the beauty in our people. Yeah, we got some trauma. Yeah, we got all type of stuff, just like everybody else. But it's up to us to show the beauty also. It's up to us to show the black love. And I promise y'all, starting this month, like I say, 2 more weeks, my website coming, and it's up, bro. It's up. It's up. I'm free right now, but I'm stuck in my mind. See, if you're stuck in your mind, get rid of, fast from any addiction you have. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or whatever like that, but I did trial and error. Fast from any addiction you have, and you're gonna be free again. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? It's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. Man, come on, let's go. What up, brother? Just want to say I'm proud of you. Keep going. Hopefully we can talk in person one day. Much love. Appreciate you, brother. I got you. Appreciate that 5. Thank you for that. Like I say, I try to evolve, man, because last year, when I first moved to New York, I was just doing content inside, mostly inside, shooting ball, going live and stuff like that. But I say, you know what? Now it's time for me to actually be out. Like, how am I creating these videos that I'm in? No, I want to be outside around my people. I want to be outside capturing images of my people. That was my whole goal to even move into New York. I was gonna do that, without YouTube at first, because I was, like I say, I was trucking, and I wasn't really dependent on YouTube. I was over that road, bro. I was over that road, dog. Like, man. So that's why I say, if you hate your job right now, cool. Hate it for another year. Go another year. If you can work overtime, work overtime. The whole time, guess what you're doing? You planning your escape. And this is probably how our ancestors ran away from the plantations and came up north. Went to Chicago, went to New York, went to Ohio. This is probably the same mindset they had. We go work for a few months, and then when this season come, we gone. We gone. Or we go work for a few months. When Thanksgiving come, we gone. So they've been planning from, imagine, our ancestors, we need a movie like this too, like, but we don't need that sugarcoat shit. We need to see them during slavery, and we need to see them after slavery buying up shit. That's what they don't show. They always want to show the slave movies, but they don't want to show you after slavery how our ancestors was buying land, how our ancestors had their own black cities, their own black towns. They don't show that part. We need that part too. We need the before and we need the after. So I feel like our ancestors from January to October, they was like, you know what? Okay. We're gonna do this. And then whatever holiday fell on back then, whatever holiday come, we running for it. The whole time they've been planning. The whole time they've been planning. So that's how you gotta treat that job that you hate. To the people who have a calling. Now, like I said, you got a job and you working, you going home, see your family, you putting that time into your family, you putting that time into your kids, and you satisfied with life. Look, bro, I love that shit for you. I love that for you. Because that's important when you have that family. That shit is important, to spend that time with your kids, to teach them stuff. That shit is important. And on the other hand, to the people who have that calling. Now I say that calling, you go hear it. I can't tell you what it is, but you go hear it. I don't care what you do, it's gonna always follow you. You can be a lawyer. But let's say your calling was to build stuff, to be a architect or whatever. It's gonna keep calling you. Every building you see, you'll be like, fuck, I can do that better. I can do it better than that. It's gonna always call you for the rest of your life. And that's why that person was always making that comment, pick up the phone. I was like, damn. And they still, they made that comment like 3 weeks ago. No, like 3 days ago. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. I'm telling you. The plays I write and produce show the beauty of our people out. Let's go. Let's go. We don't need a company to tell you you're great. You don't need these, Vogue, and you don't need these people to tell you you're great. You already great. They gotta catch up. They gotta catch up. It's a chick from New Orleans, and she's a photographer. She's great, bro. And I might do a live with her. I might do a live with her next week or the following week. We'll do a live together. But when I was in New Orleans, we was actually shooting together. Like, shooting, and she is great, bro. She is great, bro. But I told her, the world got to catch up. You already great. You don't need no company to tell you you're great. You don't need no white man to tell you you're great. You don't need that shit. You already somebody. Always remember that shit. You are already somebody. They don't have to confirm you. The only people that need to have your back is the people that support you. That's it. Man, I was just attacked by a mentally disturbed woman Yo, she kept trying to bite me. I couldn't understand nothing. That's like a vampire, bro. But y'all, I'm about to work on some more stuff. I gotta work on this website too, so I gotta work on this website, man. So I appreciate y'all for joining this live. Bro, this was a great live, bro. I love doing my lives now and just spitting from the heart. Like I say, I'm evolving. I'm evolving with my content on YouTube. I'm evolving with my photography. So I appreciate y'all for still supporting me, rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. My videos will keep getting better and better. I got y'all, bro. Like I say, I don't come to YouTube begging for cash apps, begging for, no. I'm gonna earn everything, even with my photography. I'm gonna put my website up, I'm gonna put my prints, and if people support, they support. I'm not gonna beg. Hey, people support, they support. I don't mind doing the hard work. I don't mind doing the work that everybody else won't do. That's why I still write, read. I do that. I do that. Love you, fam. Scroll up. I need you. What did Frank say? Damn, Frank, you didn't say nothing. Probably stay up. People be careful. Much love, unity. Hey, I appreciate all my people, man. Tomorrow, we do have a video dropping. I told y'all. First 25 days of the month. Back to back to back to back to back. We going with it. We going with it. This month gonna be a great month for my people that's in New York, that's in Harlem, that's in Brooklyn, Queens. I tell y'all I'm outside. I know they say that, but I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna be capturing my people. Cause I moved to New York for a reason. Shout out to Gordon Parks, the inspiration. The inspiration. But New York been on my radar, bro. It been on my radar. And here, bro, I should have been here in my early 20s, but it is what it is. I love this place, man. And to stay here, I'm putting that work in, bro. I'm putting that work in. I believe in myself. And like I say, that voice is in my head, bro. I might not go to sleep tonight because I got so many ideas that this month gotta come to fruition. And anytime I feel fear, I have to attack it. So right now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My number one fear right now is learning the subway in New York. So right now, like I said, I know little places here and there, but when I get to the subway, I get so confused. So you know what I said? I said, now, this month, I'm gonna learn the subway, bro. If I get lost, damn it, I get lost. And I actually get lost I got lost driving before. You know, I don't mind getting lost driving, but it's a difference getting lost on the wrong subway train. So that's one of my fears, like, you know, I'm gonna be honest. So this month, I told myself, I'm gonna learn the subway. Once I learn that subway, it's over. Once I learn that subway, it's over. It's over. Game over. Memphis is highly segregated. Facts. I love New York, man. I be thankful every day, bro. I be thankful every day. And I think, I don't know, I think women, they get tired talking to me, bro, because all I talk about, that's why I say, all I talk about is my people and photography. And just being grateful for life. That's the only three things I talk about these days. I talk about my black people, I talk about photography, content. Photography, content, and just being grateful for life. That's all I talk about. I don't watch TV, none of that. You know, and that's another thing too. Being grateful when things not going great. You just gotta be grateful and keep getting up. You keep getting up, being grateful, that's all you need. That's all you need. I'm from Manhattan. Shout out to Manhattan, bro. I love Manhattan. You got this. My favorite city to try, find a tour guide. That's all I'm gonna do. Grand Rising fan. What's popping? What's popping? But shout out to everybody that support this channel. Shout out to everybody that have patience with me as I evolve. Like I say, I'm gonna bring y'all great content. That stuff ain't gonna stop. We're gonna always talk about what's going on. But now we bring in the art with it too. So a lot of my lives gonna be about social justice and stuff like that too. But some of my lives also will be about arts and just our people. Cause right now, bro, I think everything is wide open. If you go back and do your research on the Renaissance, the Harlem Renaissance, and the recession, what it was called, the Great Depression, they was happening at the same time. Black people was going through something different from everybody else. While they going through the Great Depression, we dealing with the Harlem Renaissance, the birth of new things. Because at that time, black people had their own things. So that's why they had to burn down our stuff. That's why they had to flood our towns. Because back then we had our own stuff. But now, since we got included with them, when something happens to them, it affects us. Because we got included with them. So that's why I say, let's stop trying to join these motherfuckers. If you an artist, stop trying to get signed to a label. I know the money come with it, but that money is fake. That money is control. They want to control you. You want to always be free. And sometimes free means some months you go financially suffer. And I say suffer, you gonna have, you're gonna have that much money. Some months you gonna do great. It is what it is. But would you rather do great every month, but you can't sleep because you control? You can't look yourself in the mirror? What's the point of that? The Harlem Renaissance. After this live, I want y'all to go do your research on the Harlem Renaissance. And do your research on the Great Depression. And see that as black people, when the Great Depression was happening, we was thriving. We was thriving because we had our own shit. We had our own shit. But now that we tied in with these people, when they going through something, we gotta suffer. No. It's time for us to get that mentality back that the Harlem Renaissance our ancestors had. It's time for us to get that back. Yeah, money comes from giving up your soul. Facts. The more they pay you, the more they control you. So me, I'd rather get out the mud. I'd rather use my platforms to bring awareness to my people and put my art, put my prints out, and my people support. They support. I don't have to be rich. My people support. My people want my images. Hey, I'm gonna push them out. I don't need no racist sponsor. I don't need that. Now we have direct connection. We have direct connection. So, hey man, Harlem Renaissance, 1910, mid-1930s, exactly. So we got to go back and study what our ancestors. I'm telling you, see, that's why they don't want you to know your history, because if you go back to the Harlem Renaissance, black people gonna start thinking like, oh shit. That's why I don't teach this shit in school. Because you go back to the Harlem Renaissance, black people gonna start thinking like, oh shit, one by one. Let's start doing our own thing. Forget food stamps. Forget that. We'll support each other. We'll do things for each other. We'll start growing our foods. I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, Black Wall Street definitely needs to return strong. Yeah. So, man, look, I appreciate everybody. I got to get to work. It's Saturday. Tomorrow we got a video dropping for y'all. Y'all gonna like this video, too, because a lot of people forgot this happened. But I got to jog y'all memories back because they still trying to play in our people's faces. So thank you to everybody who sent the super chats. Thank you to everybody who supports the channel. Thank y'all, man. I really, really appreciate y'all, bro. I really appreciate y'all. I wasn't going live today, but I said, you know what, man? Let me go live because it's November 1st. And like I say, 25 days straight, we go hard. Video live, we go hard. So, hey, and during that time, some of the greatest conventions concerning agriculture medicine was done by Foundation Black. Hey, come on, bro. Come on. So, this y'all homework. After this live, even if you know everything, there's a lot of stuff you don't know. I don't know. I love learning. Go look at documentaries. Go, first of all, check to see who done the documentary first. But go do your research on the Harlem Renaissance and see when Caucasian people was going through the Great Depression, our people was thriving. Because they had their own. So that's one thing about moving to New York I'm happy about. I got this mindset because a lot of creators move to New York and they try to get on with Vogue. They try to get on with Ebony. They try to get on with all these magazines. They try to get on with all these photography artists. They trying to get on with they trying to get signed to labels. I moved to New York like, I don't give a damn. I'm signing myself. Well, my people go sign me. I'm doing this. I take the stairs. I don't have to take the elevator. I'm not spending my whole life trying to needing the confirmation from Caucasian people that I'm great. No. I'm coming to New York like, okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm telling you, bro. And I'm glad I got that mindset. If I would have moved to New York at 27, 28, I was cooked. If I would have moved here at 27, 28, I was cooked. Because I still was wanting to get with Vogue. So now, bruh, I don't have that mindset. And I feel like when you don't have that mindset, you flow better. You flow better. I'm telling you, yes, sir. You has a power force field like Chicago and other. I'm telling you, shout out to Chicago, Rockstar Photograph. Oh yeah, Josephine, website dropping in 2 weeks. Well, I'm gonna give y'all this. November 21st, website is dropping. November 21st, website is dropping. We're gonna have the prints, the different options you can choose from, and we dropping, bro. And that was my whole goal moving to New York. Like I say, if my channel would have popped off or not, I was still moving to New York. So that was my whole goal of moving to New York, was to move here, do street photography, and some way build. Like I say, when I was 27, it was to move here and work for Vogue, work for, bruh, at 35, I'm working for me. I'm working for myself. I own everything. It's gonna take me a while to get. Really, it's no destination. This a lifelong journey. That's another thing I learned. It's a lifelong journey. Lifelong. So I'm glad I moved here at this age because now I'm not chasing a company. I'm not chasing validation. I'm not chasing that shit. Yes, sir. So I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all again. I'm about to get to work. I got a video dropping for y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Y'all take care. Enjoy y'all Saturday, bro. Don't be out here stressing. Don't be out here worrying too much. Like I say, start writing. Start being productive for your life. And you got it.